Uh, Hello everyone. Today we are going to teach speaking part 2. So let's start without further ado. Topic number 1. Yeah, okay, Mr. Ahmed Kamil and Mr. Mohammed Wagdi, can you please tell me what the first idea that comes on your mind when you look at this picture is?
Someone who is interested in learning English to be able to use it in watching videos on YouTube or contact with other people around the world.
Right, Mr. Mohammed Wagdi, do you have any other ideas?
Sorry, guys. English communication, skills of English, reading, writing, speaking, different means of communication with people in English, internet, telephoning, yani, speaking.
Yeah,
That's it.
amazing. So moving here, we have 2 questions. I need from you, Mr. Ahmed and Mr. Mohammed, to discuss with each other. And I will give you like around 3 minutes to finish your own
Okay.
task. Go ahead. The timer is.
What was your favorite part of English class you enjoyed? I guess my favorite part of the English class was taking part in the activities with the other students.
And
Different activities, yeah. Can you share a fun activity or project you did in that lesson? Mr. Ahmed, you mean as teachers or as students?
No, like Mr. Ahmed's going to ask Mr. Mohammed, like it's a
La, I'm asking you, should we answer these questions as teachers or as
it
students?
depends on you, just you can say whatever you want. It's up to you.
Okay. So as I said, I enjoyed taking part in activities as a student, taking part in different. One of the activities was the pair work that we did together. If you remember, with Dr. Ismail, describing pictures was one of the activities I liked most.
And for me, speaking activities were the most popular ones for me when I was at school, as I can share my ideas with my partner or friends in the class, and I can listen from them. Also, I could listen from them also. So this part was really interesting, especially when we talk about some common interests like football or sport in general.
Okay. Would you like to add any extra information?
No, in general, communicating with people in English, as we say, practice makes perfect. So practicing the skills of reading, writing, or speaking with others in English, it improves our way of using the language to communicate with others.
Okay, well done. Mr. Ahmed, would you like to add any extra information before moving on to the next part?
It's okay for me, Mr. Ahmed.
That's great. Now let's move on here. As you can see, we have a table. We have to fill the blank. And using the information in the box above, we have some phrases. I will give you like around 3 minutes or like 2 minutes. I think you can finish it faster to fill in the blank using the phrases in the box above.
Okay.
Clear? So what are you going to do now?
Read and complete with phrases from the list.
Yeah, this is like you can do it alone.
Okay.
And when you finish, just let me know. Go ahead.
You will be given a task.
Done, Mr. Ahmed.
Done.
Okay, all right. So here, the first one. Can you please like discuss the answers together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 1, related to a specific topic.
Great, I agree with you.
Number 2,
Number two,
Uh,
1 minute
1
preparation.
minute to prepare. Yeah, during this, you can speak for 2 minutes.
Number four, you will need to take notes.
Number 3, take notes.
Take notes.
Yeah,
Number
during this
four,
time, you can take notes to help organize. Number 4,
number
you will
four,
need to
speak for
speak
2 minutes.
for 2
Speak
minutes.
for 2 minutes. And number five on the topic, and make sure you answer all points. Number
Yes.
five,
And finally, number 6, you should aim to speak with no interruption.
no interruption.
Mr. Ahmed, I need from you now to just read to answer from 1 to 3, but this time you are going to read the full sentences with the answers. Go ahead. Now I'm going to show you the answers to check if your answers like are correct or you have a problem with. Go ahead.
Okay. In this practice session, you will be given tasks related to a specific topic. You will have 1 minute preparation to prepare your response. During this time, you can take notes to help organize your thoughts and ensure a well-structured answer.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Muhammad from 4 to 6, go ahead.
From numbers?
Yeah, from number 4 to number 6. You remember to read the
Okay,
full
when it's
sentences.
time to speak, you will need to uh, speak for 2 minutes on the topic and make sure you answer all points. It's important that you do not skip any of the given points to make your response clear and focused. You should aim to speak with no interruption.
Amazing. I see that you did the task very well without any problem. Well done. So moving on to the next part here, these are the points that we are going to take into our own consideration while doing our own task. The first one, as you mentioned, specific topics, 2 minutes, and 1 minute preparation, then take notes and answer all points and no interruption. These are the points that I need from you to take into your own consideration while doing the second part and the speaking for IELTS. So here, this is a cue cards that we are going to focus on. I need for you to take a look and tell me what the main topic is, what the main idea that we have to focus on is. Who can tell me?
The main topic here is describing an English class
English class.
or lesson.
Yes, you enjoyed. Great. So how many separate points we should focus on while talking?
4 points.
4 points. Yeah.
So what is the first one?
What was taught in the class?
And second one?
When did
Yeah,
you
here we
take
need
the
time.
class?
Yeah, the next.
And then where, the
Class.
location.
Right, and the last one?
And finally, what did the teacher do?
Amazing, great. So I need from you like to focus on the next part because you are going to work in pairs. So here we are. The first point that you said, like we have to cover what was taught in the class. As you can see, this is the first point. So what language or what useful language that we can use to talk about this point? I will help you with some examples, and after that, you are going to create your own examples together. For example, here, we can talk about what?
Literature, novels, poetry,
These are
short
examples.
stories.
What else, Mr. Muhammad? What can we talk about as well in this point?
Writing essays, creating creative writing and reports.
Yeah, that's great. And also what we can say, we can talk about what grammar.
Grammar, sentence structure, punctuation.
Yes, that's amazing. So can you think of some more examples together? And do you have half a minute to create some examples similar to the ones that I shared with you? You can work together.
What else we can add?
Yes.
Speaking.
Yeah, together, Mr. Muhammad and Mr. Ahmed.
So Mr. Ahmed, we can say speaking, vocabulary, pronunciation.
Mm, Great. It was a speaking class, or it was a vocabulary class, Mr. Muhammad, and it talks about adjectives,
Thank
for
you. Just,
example.
we need
So
just a
in
separate.
general, vocabulary and
Yeah,
pronunciation,
yeah,
we
we
can
just,
say these two words
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Now moving on to the next point, like when did you take the class? So here we are talking about what?
about time.
Time. So we have some words to talk about time, such as, can you please read the
Last
examples?
year in high school, during college.
What
Yeah.
else here?
Semester, fall semester, spring term.
Wonderful. Okay, now you have half a minute to add your own examples. Just a separate.
So we can say the time itself. Yeah, the time itself. Which year, for example, we can say the year, or we can say in the morning, in the evening, the period of the day in which you took the lesson.
Mm.
We can say this? Yeah,
Mr.
we
Ahmed,
can
would you like
say
to
the
add?
season, summer, fall, winter. Yeah.
Amazing. Mr. Ahmed, would you like to add any extra information?
I think that Mr. Muhammad mentioned the information that I needed
That's
to
impressive.
mention.
Moving on to the next point, where it was. So here we are going to talk about what?
About the place
Yes.
itself, the class, for
Yeah,
example, the
location. So
location.
we can say what about location? Remember,
Uh-huh.
location of,
Classroom, school, community center. Yeah.
yes, what else?
Environment,
Uh-huh.
cozy, welcoming, engaging.
Can you add your examples? Some separate
Yes, we can
words?
say the college, for example, the university, the lecture room. Uh,
Yeah, it is about the
yeah,
location, about
something
the
like that.
environment,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
environment.
About
Speaking,
location,
we can
environment,
say we can say interesting, describing the
meaning,
lesson
for
itself.
example.
Interesting.
Yes,
Yeah. Uh, Sharing.
yeah, well said.
Can.
And moving on to the final point, what did the teacher do that made you enjoy it? So here we are going to talk about somewhat features that the
Teaching
teacher,
style, yes.
like, yeah, delivered in the class. So we can say what about
Uh-huh.
teaching style?
Interactive, engaging, dynamic,
Yeah, also activities such as,
group
Mm-hmm.
discussions, creative projects, multimedia presentations,
one more, support, we can say.
encouraging, feedback, personalized attention, fostering a positive atmosphere.
Yes, that's great. Now you have half a minute to create your own examples. Go ahead.
We can add, for example, the teaching
You can give
style.
some examples, yeah, related to the same examples that
Yeah,
I
yeah,
shared with you.
yeah.
Just one extra word will be enough.
We can say helpful for the teacher. He was helpful. And we can say sharing ideas with groups.
Yep. You can mention like
Yeah.
pair work and group work as well that we are doing right now.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, try to think of something that you already have in your own life. Don't try to think of something weird or that's far away from your own daily life. Yes, so it will be easier for you. So here, now we are going to move on to the next part, which is development ideas. I'm going to share with you some ideas related to our own task, and it's required from you just to try to add some extra information to every single point that I'm going to share with you. You don't need to add a lot of information, just some phrases, it will be enough. Is this clear? So remember, we are going to talk about what to cover 4 points. The first one, do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah, about
When,
and
where,
Where,
what,
where,
where, and then what
why,
did
how did
he,
the teacher
what,
like,
yeah.
how did the teacher like deliver the class or impact on the class positively? So here, the first one, when I need from you to think for half a minute to add some information to this phrase. Go ahead. Together, we can work together.
Mm.
I recently attended an English class and it was a great one.
Can I add mine?
Yes, it's okay. So you go ahead.
Okay, so I recently attended an English class. It was last week. I attended it in my college, and it was a class
Time is up.
about
Thank you.
literature, about writing, about Shakespeare plays,
Yeah,
and the teacher was helpful, and
that's it. Thank you, Mr.
he
Muhammad.
gave us he
No
gave
need.
us feedback, very positive feedback.
Well done. So much information. So here's the next one. What? I got some. I need from you to spend half a minute developing this sentence. Go ahead.
Okay. What it was a speaking activity in the classroom.
You can develop this sentence. The second one. I got some of my writing tasks evaluated.
We need to do the same, right?
Just
Speak
try to
when,
add
what, where,
information
how,
here.
to add
Extra information.
these details to the sentence, right?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I got some of my writing tasks evaluated. It was last week. The writing task was about living in underground houses, and it was in the English class in my school. And the teacher gave us the discussions were very rich, and the teacher gave us uh, uh, positive feedback.
Amazing, Mr. Mohammed. Now the third point about the location. You should have like as I mentioned in the previous 2 points, like half a minute to add some extra information to this sentence as well. Go ahead.
Type. I searched for some English tenses lessons on YouTube. This was a couple of days ago, and I wanted to see, or I searched for English English videos about the past simple tense on
Yeah,
YouTube, of course,
well
and it was
done.
very helpful. It helped me a lot to write my paragraph
That's
about my visit to the zoo, for
well
example.
done. That's impressive. Mr. Muhammad, Mr. Ahmed Kamal, the last one is for you. Remember how? Like it's related to the teacher. Half a minute,
I
go
think
ahead.
it was. Oh, I think it was because of the humor that
Humor.
we had in the class, that all the students or all my friends in the class share their ideas, and some of them have really interesting ideas that and funny. Some of them have some fun expressions that make all of us laugh.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Ahmed. You did very well. And now let's move on to the next one, the model answer. I already shared with you on the group a PDF file I need from you to check it. You are going to spend the 3 minutes to compare your ideas to the ideas mentioned in the model answer. And after that, we can discuss. Again, what are you going to do? Did you hear my instructions or you need me to repeat again?
Yeah. You've sent the model answer on the WhatsApp, and we have to check it and compare
How
these
long, how
answers.
long, how long should you spend on that?
3 minutes.
Can you please say again? Can you please say again, Mr. Ahmed? What do you want us to do?
One more time. You should spend the 3 minutes to do what? To check the model answer. Where is the model answer I already shared with you on the group? You are going to,
You shared it with us.
yeah,
Yes.
I need from you just to compare the ideas that you developed to the model answer. Compare your ideas to the model answer. In the model answer, you'll find the same ideas, and all of them are developed. So the main task here, just to compare your ideas that you developed to the
Yeah,
ideas
yeah.
that are mentioned
Okay.
in the PDF file that I already shared with you on the group. You should spend 3 minutes. Go ahead. Did you finish? Time's up.
Okay, Mr. Ahmed.
Did you finish?
Yes.
Okay, well done. So tell me, Mr. Ahmed, did you find any difference between your own ideas and the ideas in the PDF file?
I think it was a bit different, Mr. Muhammad, because the ideas here are from the writer's perspective toward the topic and the interest also. And I think that we talked about different interests here. We talked about, for me, I talked about sport, playing sport, and for the humor, I said that there were some students who were making
Hmm.
some funny uh, acts while speaking or uh, telling jokes while speaking. So
That's great.
I think it's not far different from our ideas.
Yeah,
Amazing. Mr. Muhammad, let
I
me
agree
ask
with that.
you the question in another way. I'm talking about the development of the ideas. Do you see that, what do you think of the development of the ideas that are mentioned in the PDF or in the model answer and your own ideas? I mean, did you learn anything different? Did you get any
Of
experience that
course,
you
the,
can
the style
apply?
itself is different from what we used. Yes, of course. The style of the sentences and the model answers are different from what we use, a little bit different from what we use. The use of the cohesive tools is very clear here. We didn't use many cohesive tools when we spoke. Uh, yeah, such things. The
Yeah.
vocabulary also is a
Mhm.
little bit different from what we used. The elaboration in the model answer, there is more elaboration in the ideas and in the development of the ideas than what we used. Yes.
Yeah, that's so great. I see that you spent spent like a good time checking the answers deeply. Okay, now moving on to the next part of our class. Just a second, I'm going to share something with you. Here we are. I'm going to share like a PDF file with you. Here we are. I can check the group now.
Uh-huh.
Not this, not this. Not that. Just a second, please. Just for me, please, and I will share it with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we are. Have
Can
you
you
received
share it
that?
with us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you received that?
Uh-huh. No. Yes, you shared it with us on the
It's
group.
on
Can
WhatsApp,
you show it
Mr.
to
Ahmed.
us here?
Yeah, it's being
Can you show
uploaded.
it to us here on the screen?
Okay, just a second. It's being uploaded. Here we are. Yes, I think it's received now. Just a second, let me tell you what to do. As you can see, I sent you a PDF file with some questions, true false questions. Here we are on the screen. Can you see them on the screen?
Yeah.
I need from you to spend like a minute doing this exercise. You have here 8 questions. I need for me to do them. And when you finish, just let me know. You have maximum 1 minute. Go ahead.
Done, Mr. Ahmed.
Thank you. Second, let's wait for Mr. Muhammad. So Muhammad, did you finish? So Muhammad, are you still there?
I'm sorry, I was muted. I am, yes. I've not.
Okay, now let's discuss. You can discuss the answers together. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Muhammad, you have 2 minutes to speak without interruption. And I'll speak in part 2. It's true.
True, yes.
Number 2.
Number 2, you must answer all points on the cue card in your response during IELTS speaking part 2. No. False. There is no answer written in the answer sheet. Just speaking.
But we're talking here about all points, all the questions that you are asked.
Yes, it's true. Yes. True.
Okay, number 3. In IELTS. In IELTS speaking part 2, you are given 2-minute preparation.
1 minute preparation only, I guess.
It's 1 minute, yeah. So it's false.
So it's false. Yes.
Number 4, you are not allowed.
You are not allowed to take notes during the preparation time. In IELTS, it's also false. I guess
False.
you take time. Yeah,
Uh,
you
Number
take
five,
time.
in IELTS speaking part two, you receive a cue card with a specific topic to speak about. True.
Yes. In yeah, number six or number
Number six.
five? Six.
Number six.
Number six, you can take notes during the 1 minute IELTS speaking part two preparation time. Take notes during the yes, it's true.
Okay, number seven, the examiner will interrupt you during your response in IELTS speaking part two to ask questions. It's false
Okay. Number
because
eight, you are required to answer only one question from the cue card. La, it's false. All the questions.
all the questions. You have to cover all the points.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. I got all of your answers. You did very well, no mistakes. So based on this part, now you are going to do a similar task. Now the speaking time, here we are. I'm going to share with you another topic on the group. You can check the group right now. Just a second, I'll share the file with you. Yeah, here you are. Have you received that? Did you receive my own file?
Yeah.
Okay, now what are we going to do here? Who can tell me? How, let me test you. How long should you have to prepare for your own answer?
1 minute.
1 minute.
Okay, and how long should you be talking?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
From 1 to 2 minutes.
Yes, that's great. So is it allowed for you to ask me to let you start again while talking?
Can you repeat it, Mr. Ahmed?
Is it allowed for you to ask me to give you the permission to let you start again from the beginning after speaking for some time? Can you ask me to start from the beginning? No.
No, because the time is counted.
Right. So here, as you can see the task, as you can see here on the screen, I'm going to give you just 1 minute to prepare for your own answers. The time starts now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Time is up. Now,
Okay.
who is going to be the first speaker? So if you would like me to start, it's okay, no problem.
Okay, you can start, Mr. Muhammad, and then I can follow you.
Let's set the timer first. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So in my house there are a lot of different kinds of furniture. And you can find them in many rooms in my house. The living room, the bedroom, my office, my office room. But today I would like to talk about a piece of furniture that I like very much, and I have bought recently, and it's very beautiful. The furniture I'm talking about is my computer desk, which I bought 3 weeks ago. It's very practical uh, uh, because I use it to put my computer on, and besides some other stuff. Uh, uh, okay, so let's describe the computer desk right now. It's brown and it's made of wood, and it has rounded corners. It has four round corners, and the edges of these round corners are curved uh, in a smooth way, in order just not to hurt yourself when you hit them. Also, it's very wide and deep, and it gives us plenty of room when we move around the room. And as I said, it's not only a place for the computers, but we can use it for other things, like a vase, like a charger for my
Thank you so much.
laptop.
Thank you. Time is up.
Charger for my, I use it for other stuff, like a charger for my
Thank you, Mr.
for my
Muhammad.
laptop and for my mobile. And
So Muhammad, can you hear me?
yes, of course I can.
Yeah, time is up for sure. Thank you so much for
Fine.
your
Okay.
own,
Thank you very much.
for your
Thank
own
you.
presentation. I would like just to grab your attention to some points you have to focus on next time. The first one, like the good points that you had while on your own presentation, like you gave a good introduction about the topic, which is a good thing that any candidate must have during that part, especially if the topic is unusual or like a tough topic such as this one. So an introduction can help you buy some time. This is the good point. On the other side, you didn't finish your own presentation, like you didn't cover everything, especially the last point. It was not well developed. Also, you didn't have enough time to give a conclusion. Remember to give an introduction and then keep talking about the main points. And finally, you should finish with a conclusion. If you follow this structure, we call this part of the coherence that can help you get a higher band score. Is this clear, Mr. Muhammad?
Thank you very much. Yes.
My pleasure. Now let's move on to, by the way, I'm just giving you an evaluation for the fluency and the coherence. This is my main focus for this lesson, just fluency and the coherence. In the next classes, we can talk about other points, such as the grammatical range and accuracy, pronunciation, lexical resource. But for today, just to focus on the fluency and the coherence. Now, Mr. Ahmed, are you ready?
Ready?
Yes. Let me set the timer for you. Just give me a second, please.
Shall I start now?
Go ahead, yes.
Okay. As you know, I am from Egypt, and Egypt is famous of ancient monuments. And in my hometown, there is a very particular or very special piece of monument, and it's a statue of a princess. This princess is called Merit Amun. And what is special about this statue is that it's the tallest statue for a woman all over the world, not just in Egypt, but all over the world. It was carved in stone, and it was carved in stone from Aswan, and it was dragged to my hometown. It was dragged about 500 kilometers to my hometown. And what is special also about this statue, it's considered a symbol of the dazzling pharaonic beauty. You can find the ancient beauty in this statue. That the details of this statue are incredible. The ancient Egyptians were concerned in every single detail Uh, Moreover, this statue lies on a high hill in my hometown that overlooks the whole town. So, anyone from any place on my hometown can enjoy seeing this statue. In a nutshell, if you want to have a mesmerizing experience and see a masterpiece of the pharaonic,
Thank you. Time is up.
okay,
Well done, Mr. Ahmed. You did very well as well about the positive or the bright side of your own presentation. You were able to deliver a good introduction related to the topic. You cover the main points, so your own task is fully achieved. However, you didn't have enough time to cover the conclusion. Because of what? Because of two reasons or two things that I see. They are the reasons behind that. The first one, you like the first three points, you didn't develop them or you didn't cover them very well because of the lack of developing your own ideas. Just you spent them, you mentioned them quickly without enough details. That's why you moved on to the final point very early. And when you felt that you still had a lot of time, you had to keep talking about this point. So here's my piece of advice from me to you. Next time, try to spend at least like 10 to 20 seconds for every single point. Like the first one, the third, and the second, third. If you calculate with me like 10 to 20 seconds, it's around a minute. So the first three points in a minute. And the last point, you can spend like around half a minute, maybe 40 from half a minute to 40 seconds. And the last 20 seconds, you can spend them like on introduction and conclusion. If you can practice this technique, this can help you like organize your own ideas, develop your own thoughts easily without having so much hesitation, and keep thinking of getting ideas, especially if you are talking about like an unusual topic such as this. Is this clear?
there, Mr. Ahmed. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but anyway, I appreciate your own effort, you and Mr. Muhammad. Your own performance is impressive to me, also, Mr. Muhammad. Just I need from you next time to focus on the points that I shared with you for a better performance. I'm
Okay.
already
Thank
like
you.
interested in listening to you in the next time. Moving on to the final point of our own class, self-reflection. I will share with you a PDF file, and I need from you just to evaluate yourself quickly. In just, let's say, 1 minute. Here we are. You can check the group right now. Yeah, I sent file. Have you received that?
Yeah.
Now I need for me to spend 1 minute to evaluate yourself.
Okay.
But this time it is not only for fluency and coherence, it is for the whole, for the other skills, the other sub skills, such as pronunciation, lexical resources, and grammatical range and accuracy. Have you finished?
Yes, done.
Done.
Great. Just, I will not ask you about the first 4 points, or let me just ask you about, we have here how many points? Like 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, just give yourself, let's say, a mark out of 8. Mr. Ahmed Kamil, if you give yourself a mark out of 8, what's your mark now?
It might be between 6.5 and 7.
So 7 out of
7.
8. I'm not talking about
7 out of 8.
the band score for
Thank you.
IELTS. I'm talking about the points here. So 7 out of 8. What about you, Mr. Muhammad?
6 out of 8.
6 out of 8. Let me ask you, Mr. Ahmed Kamil, something that you would like to focus on, or based on our own experience today, you would like to focus on next time or to improve.
Okay, I need to arrange my ideas and set a specific time for each point that I'm gonna talk about, so as not to waste my time on one point and leave the other points.
That's stunning. Mr. Muhammad, what about you?
More elaborations for the sentences and using more cohesive tools.
Yeah, great. I agree with you here. We are on the same page. So we already finished our own class, but before leaving, there's a task I will give you as homework. Here we are. These are writing homework. You're going to write a 150 word summary of what you talked about, what we talked about in your speaking task today. And you're going to send me via our own group. The deadline is, today, what day is it today? It's the 5th of October. So the deadline is the 8th of October. It means you have 3 days to send me your own homework. Is this clear?
Mr. Ahmed, clear.
So would you like to ask me any question before we finish today?
No, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for your own performance. I'm so proud of your own performance, and I expect that you're going to do much better in the next few classes. Have a nice day. Take care of yourself, and see you next week.
Thank you very
Bye.
much, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Bye-bye.
Mr. Ahmed. Thank you, Mr.
Bye-bye.
Muhammad.
مع السلامة. السلام عليكم. مع السلامة.
Goodbye.